Hello, Aries. Welcome to the Mandula Awakening. Let's go right in and get some advice. I would like for you to think of the most difficult situation that you're dealing with this time, that you're needing some advice. And then I hope that this message provided you with some guidance with that subject. So the advice here is the Two of Cups, labeled here Union. Subconsciously, we have the King of Swords, labeled here Peaceful Warrior. Conscious or externally, this is internally, this is externally, we have the Knight of Pentacles, labeled here the Custodian. Now, I find this to be very interesting because the way that you address this King of Swords internally, and the King of Swords can be very cutting and very cunning with his words. There's a misuse. This person can be very controlling, and he's very sharp with his words. So if this is you, Aries, showing up internally, being very harsh on yourself. But I want to go a step further, because before I hit the record button, I pulled cards as if I had already hit the record button. In the Five of Swords, the Moon card, and I can't remember the conscious energy at this moment. But the Moon card in the subconscious was like, oh, wow. So, this is not telling ourselves truthful things subconsciously. And so now I have an Aries that is being very harsh with their words towards herself. So this is an Aries that's being very emotionally detached in the story that they tell themselves internally. And so the advice to address that is to really get in this place of the Two of Cups energy, which is unity and connections and bonds. How can you, instead of looking at this from the emotionally detached perspective, how can you begin to join forces with your emotions instead of chaining them up and not allowing them to come to the table when you're convening and deciding how you're going to move forward? Because that is an issue. So the advice is to begin to incorporate more of your emotions internally, and the stories that you tell yourself, begin to be more compassionate. Now, externally, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is the custodian here. And, this is that cleanup energy. There's the janitor, the custodian is required to, really pay attention to the details and make sure that you're cleaning all areas where there are grime, dirt, and germs. And so this is what's going on externally. There's this cleaning up. So that means people and places and things may be beginning to see a different side of you. Now, while there is a need to show a different side of you as Aries, and someone that is more grounded, has more boundaries, there's a need to do this from that exact same perspective that you're needing to change in the way that you talk to yourself. So there's a need for you to be not so stern with it, because the pentacle energy and the introverted aspects has the ability to be very stubborn like. So there's definitely some things changing. I didn't even notice that the Tower is at the bottom of the deck and the Ten of Wands is right behind that. And so what it's telling me is that you've been holding on to too much. So it's giving you the opportunity, Aries, to clean it up. What you're not aware of is if you don't begin to clean it up, this Tower is going to affect you a little harsher than it will if you take heed to this advice here. There's a need to, be more in union. Like we can join forces, but I won't do all the work. We can join forces and I won't allow you to do all the work. I will do my fair share. There's something along that lines that is showing up here for Aries. There's definitely an imbalance and there's some tension here with what is needing to be cleaned up. So let's do some clarifying and stop rambling on. Oh, one of my favorite Aries loves the light series, so let's use that. Ooh. The Justice flipped over in the reverse, the Ten of Wands flipped over in the reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Of course, they would all be in the reverse because I don't have any reversals here. But the fact that they took the extra effort to show up in the reverse, let's look at it. So there is this energy with this Ten of Wands here, which is what this Tower is trying to blow apart, right? So this Ten of Wands is on the bottom, or is on top of what flipped over. So there's this resistance to trying to force yourself to hold on to this, because in the upright, in this particular Ten of Wands, she's putting her burdens down as she goes along. Now, there may be a more strategic way to put these burdens down, but this is the way that this particular Ten of Wands has decided to depict putting down this burden. Now, if I were to see this in the reverse, this would be for me someone that is not putting them down at all. Not putting them down at all. And not seeing that if you put the burdens down, you can come out of this Five of Pentacles energy and you can begin to see that all hope is not lost. The key is here, the lock is here. So all hope is not lost, but your perspective of this material loss is preventing you from seeing the spiritual gain, the ascension that has been opened because of this loss. A weight has been lifted and now you can begin to ascend. You have to look for those key moments. It will help you right some injustices that are going on. But anyways, there's a whole lot of rambling in this. Let's go on. Let's clarify this King of Swords that's going on subconsciously. Be more peaceful in your words with yourself. You will then naturally show up more peaceful with those around you. Let's see. Show me the King of Angels, peaceful warrior. The Four of Swords, the Devil, the Magician, and the Emperor. Okay, so let me just say this. You're definitely needing to partake in some healing energy. There's this toxic, there's harsh words. There is absolutely harsh words that you tell yourself. And I must admit, I feel like these words not only come from yourself, but there's some type of masculine energy that has allowed you to repeat this. Like, it's like you're carrying out the learned behavior from some type of toxic masculine. And you have now begun to speak those words to yourself. And so now it's time to address this and acknowledge this and then look at it in the eyes so that you can release yourself. Because I'm going to let you know right now, looking at these cards, you yourself, the desire to break free from this is the only thing that will break you free from this. This is not something that has just taken place over this most recent connection. No, this is something that is set in. This is very it's the foundation of who you are. Like, you have allowed this to be the foundation of who you are. So it's gonna require some definite willpower and courage and drive in order to unlearn this and recover from this. But it must be done. It must be done, and it can be done through love. And here's the Two of Cups right back at the bottom of the love. I feel like that this will bring in I feel like this allows you to be open to a different kind of love. I don't think this is someone that has experienced non-judgmental love. Like, there's always been some type of stipulation to love in this person's life. There's been no such thing as unconditional anything here. Spirit, let's move out of that. Let's get into this Knight of Pentacles. Sending you love and light if you resonate with it, guys. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, custodian. Can you please clarify this external energy for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, as well as South Node. The Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Pentacles. The Lover's card. Oh my. And the Strength card, I'm telling you. There is absolutely a change coming in. So please allow this. I think it was Leo. I believe it was Leo that, so you may have Leo, highly aspected Aries, or you may be intertwined with the Leo. But there is this Knight of Pentacles energy, as it's like cleaning up, because I acknowledge that there is a change coming in. I am being gifted, like this opportunity is going to be very visible. Is it just me, or have you noticed that it's major? Majors are all over this, Aries. Major arcanas are the universe having, like, there's less free will at play when major arcanas are on their table, because these are things that need to take place via the universe, the creator, whoever that, whatever name you label that, that's who's in control of majority of this right now. But what this universal move and decision is for you, it's an opportunity. It's a hand-gifted opportunity, viable opportunity that can provide long-term sustainability. But you must be willing to release and surrender this issue here. The way that you speak to yourself, the way that you speak over your abilities and your gifts, the way that you heal yourself, you have to heal from that. You have to pull back, identify this, and then look at it. Because only by looking at this will you be able to release your chains, that the strings that it controls you by. All right, Spirit, let's get into this this Two of Cups here in the middle. But I'm not gonna lie, Leo. I feel like, Aries, I do feel as if that the moment that you began to take control over this situation and release yourself from these strings, I do feel like it brings you into some type of like spiritual partnership. Like, look at the way both of these cards are embracing each other. Like, it's going to be undeniable. It's just gonna feel like, I don't know, it's just gonna feel right. What is this Two of Cups for the advice for Aries, Spirit? See, y'all longer than 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to edit y'all. King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. I told you it was sustainable. You may not see it right now, but we still have to show up in this present moment for what we want in the future. We have to make decisions in the present based off of what we want in the future. This Ace of Pentacles is sustainable. So then there's this surrendering. There's definitely this surrendering. I am taking a moment to gain a different perspective and to gain enlightenment on my confidence is where my stability lies. If I am confident and I speak life into myself, I am able to manifest and call in because my vibrations are at that level. That is the vibration signature that I am putting out into the universe, is that I am confident and I can call in what is needed for me to have stability. It is your confidence. It is your passion. It is your charisma. It is everything that makes you one of a kind. You unique is the thing that calls in your true stability, not what the external world calls stability. And then you can find your 10 of Pentacles and your uniqueness. Stop chasing something that is so beneath you. Okay, Spirit. What's the closing message here for Aries, who's taking me all the way into 16 minutes? All right, Spirit, what's going on here? What's going on? We have restore yourself with alone time. Take a break from the busy world. Replenish yourself in the stillness. Meditate, sketch, nap, garden. Do whatever quiet activity your spirit yearns for. Assert your authentic needs in a kind, confident tone. Speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic. Aries, I pray that these messages provided you with some guidance on your journey. If these messages did provide you with some guidances and resonated, we would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. And in all that we do and in all that we say moving forward, let's choose peace. Love and light, guys.